So, good afternoon. Welcome to Reykjavik. This is the 2022 Nordic Snooker Championships, the final.
Yeah, we are here, Alan Trygg and Thorstein Hallgrímsson will be commentating on this final. And we have breaking Daniel Candy from Denmark playing against Jani Kannanen in the final. Alan, they've been playing quite well in this tournament so far.
That's some good breaks. Daniel Candy made 127 yesterday. A very top class break. And also, these opponents been playing extremely well as well.
Yeah, it's been quite a good snooker we've seen here in Reykjavik for the past few days. First shot for Jani. Definitely not his best, maybe a little nervousness. They've only met once. They've been competing in the same tournaments many times, but they only met once, and that was in the final 2020 of the Nordic Championship, and then Jani Kannanen won 5-4.
Yes.
But the previous year, 2019, Daniel Candy won this tournament, so they're used to be in the final, so hopefully we can see a great snooker today.
Little mistake there from Daniel. The trick with playing break building is to decide everything before you walk down into the shot, and then singly just concentrate on the pot. And because you pre-thought your positional play, the cue ball should automatically go where you want. But occasionally, just with a little bit of nerves or anything, you start thinking about the cue ball more than the object ball, and that's when you miss everything. And that's what's just happened with Daniel. Tricky little shot this. Playing it over the ball, very, very easy to play a little bit side on this and miss this badly. If he concentrates just on the middle of the white ball, this should be okay.
It's a good putt.
A little bit difficult on the black there. Very, very thin shots. I don't think it's possible for him to hold for the red. I think he's just going to pop the black in place there. Oh, he's trying to hold it, and he has. Very, very good shot.
Very good shot for Jani.
Playing such a soft shot like that, a very dangerous shot like that, very early on in the game, usually shows nerves or no nerves. So I think he's pretty confident at the moment.
Referee Skuli Magnusson making sure that black ball is on its spot. Pockets in Reykjavik are a bit friendly, but the tables are in great shape. The players have been...
I'm afraid I disagree with you there. These are professional standard pockets, and these are not big at all. We had a professional table fitter, one of the best table fitters in the world, called Robert Reed, and he was here for a week, sorting the tables out, the cushions out, the pockets, and we know that the pockets are playing extremely tight.
So they are just extremely good snooker players.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, when they if you imagine that if the ball just goes in the pocket on a normal table, you won't even touch the cushion. So good start for Nonny here. Great shot.
Great
Very,
shot.
very good shot.
Opens up the black.
Good angle on the black as well to get back on the reds.
So the question is the red ball available to the right pockets?
If the black is put on the correct place, it should not be unavailable.
The answer isn't, so defense for Yanni.
You need to, players like Daniel need to develop what's called a rhythm, and they need a few shots to get going. If he's going to be playing from this cushion a lot, he will never get a chance to get the rhythm going. It makes it very, very difficult to play. But that's a fantastic shot. Really played that well. Puts added pressure on Nani. When he plays safe here, because he's going to be hitting the extreme left-hand red, very easy to push this over the corner pocket if he's not careful. I think Danny will go for this.
Got it a little bit too thick, Yanni. Chance for Danny.
Speedy, he took the shot. Just a little bit to luck with position play. He may be okay with the angle on the brown. Wants to get the black into play, that's his idea. He's a very big top of the table player, is Daniel. So it's the first thing he always thinks about, how to get on red, how to get the black out. Whereas Nonny is much of an all-round player. He likes to play on all the balls. Makes him more dangerous, but also makes Daniel very dangerous because he can make higher breaks. Immediately thinking about the red ball next to the black to get the black out. He's playing a little bit too hard. He may be able to use the other red to hold for the black, but this is going to be a difficult shot. Probably better to play up for the blue. Try to hold for the black, but this is now very
this is
difficult.
difficult. Can't play any kind of
Good shot.
position shot, but he did. Very good shot.
The professional shot here is to half screw the white ball off the pack back to the black. To try and open up just a couple of reds for the black. After the black. Shot.
It's a very good shot.
The angle now on the black is such that he could possibly deep screw into the white into the pack. And again, played that very well. This is what I'm saying about Daniel. Very dangerous around the black ball.
Yeah, everything is open now and should be able to build up a decent lead over here.
First frame, anything can happen. He likes these top cushion reds. These are, trust me, these are not easy. Well, obviously this is something they must practice because it's played 2 great shots. Clever thinking then. It's played for a choice of 2 reds, the red at the top of the pack and the red into the middle pocket. If he takes this red, he needs to screw this back with a little bit right hand side to kick off the cushion to the back. See the side now. Same shot, put the white ball back into the same place with the red into the left hand corner pocket. Playing that by accident a little bit side on the white ball, so it's come too near the cushion. This makes this much more difficult, not only for the pot, but also for the position on the next shot. I'm not sure if pink goes. Just have a look. Yeah, I think pink may go, so it's playing
Might go for the blue.
Playing for the blue. Yeah, okay. So the mistake there was the shot from the black to the red.
A little bit too much of a backspin, backscrew.
No, he played with side by accident, and he just put a little bit aside and kicked it towards the cushion. That's done much damage, unless I'm just looking, maybe this is a plant. He's not going for it. Just a second shot. Now he needs to cover this red ball behind the green, hopefully.
Oh, saved by the green, yeah. A good shot. Perfect pace.
Okay, this is now trying to swerve the white ball around. Unlucky, very good effort. Now this is a strange shot because if Yanni puts him back as a foul and a miss, he's had a practice of this, which means that this shot should be a little bit easier. And I fully expect Daniel to pot this red ball. It's one of these strange shots that if you have one practice shot, it becomes easier the next shot.
Yeah, just depends on how much you need, how much he's screwing the ball.
And the masse, yeah, the swerve around the ball. But he's judged it now, and it should be a little bit easier. So watch this. I expect him to pot this.
Oh, yes, he does.
A little bit unlucky to get the cannon on the red. Now this is a pressure blue. Pressure blue or a safety shot, but I can't see Daniel refusing a pot. He likes pot. Again, he's looking. This is so difficult shot. This is not a normal shot for the player to go.
But again, it shows us in how
Fantastic.
how much he believes in his game at the moment.
Well, it's not just that. You can tell what he's been practicing. There is an exercise called lineup, where some of the top players put 5 reds behind the black, and if he's practicing this, then it becomes quite easy for him to do what he's doing. Yeah, I'm very impressed. $29 in front, 43 on the table. This and the pink should put in enough in front to win the front. Even this and the black, the way he's been playing.
Yeah. But sensible way is go for the pink.
Yeah. Okay, he has to use the rest. Play it a little bit too hard. This is a little bit dangerous shot because if he misses the pink, he will be on the red, and the table's open to be taken. Temptation here would be to screw the white ball on the cushion, on the top cushion, to leave the red in the middle, but no possibility of getting on the black or a high colour. If he pots the pink, Nonny wants one step.
The technique he's using, Alan, with his rest, as we can see, is it getting more popular too?
Yeah, this was developed in China. Some of the Chinese players play like this.
Yeah.
And I trained Daniel in Sheffield Academy a few years ago, and this is where he picked it up from, because the Chinese players coming over, some of them were using this, and he liked the idea of seeing it, so he tried it himself. And as you see, it doesn't always work.
And they cut it a bit.
Yep. So now 13 the game. One very, very good pot into the corner pocket, possibly play for the pink, and he's got a great chance of clearing the table and win the first frame. All the work done by Daniel, one mistake, and now possible frame over.
Position of the ball. It's given, kind of.
A little bit short on the white ball. This is a very soft screw past the brown for the green, or play with topspin, come round two. Topspin and then come round for the green that way. And that's the problem. You see, the angle was a little bit difficult because he had to play this shot very, very soft, and he hadn't had a shot for quite a while. This becomes quite difficult. First frame, all you're doing is you're loosening your cue action of getting a rhythm, learning the table, learning the speed, all the nuances. Please don't think that's a fluke. He's played that with safety in mind, and don't forget that Daniel is actually one of the top pool players in Denmark as well. So long banks into the corner pocket is a shot that he knows. So now 26 points in the frame, 25 on the table. Just being very, very careful. Don't leave easy snookers, and Daniel should win. That's a nice brown for Daniel. Playing snookers at the end game, this is there are a million ways to see every single shot. I can say how I would play the snooker, but everybody sees it completely different.
What would you play from this shot?
You just need to drop the ball over the pocket. You can play this dead weight into the left hand corner pocket, and it's a snooker if he misses. That's how I would play it.
The cue ball behind the black.
No, just on the side, on the left hand side. Just put the green right over the pocket, but he's playing into the right hand corner pocket. Oh, he's not playing at all. Very surprising that. Ball in the middle of the table gives you opportunity to make the snookers. Here, this is almost impossible to get a good snooker where the green is. So you're more likely to pot the green and then play the snooker on the brown. That's what it's thinking. Nothing too difficult. Stun the white ball on the top cushion and try and get the white ball on the bottom cushion, and get the brown ball on the top cushion behind the blue. It's not an easy shot, but it's a guaranteed safety shot. So, as I say, everybody sees it differently.
That's the beauty of the game, Alan.
Absolutely.
There are many ways to play snooker.
I mean, my background is when I was a child, I learnt English billiards first, so my knowledge of angles is exceptionally good, and I've won a lot of matches from 1, 2 and 3 snookers, a lot of matches. Cross double the brown, try and put it behind the pink or the black. That's a little bit unlucky, and that should be frame
Probably
over.
frame over.
Yeah, it should be frame over now. Yes. Oh, he's not conceded, Nonny. So update the score. This should be 27 in, so he wants 2 snookers. Free ball, very clever shot. So the pink scores 4 points. Another 4 points. Bit too hard, Daniel.
First frames go to Daniel. It's best out of 9. So 5 frames to win.
So it's a good frame for Daniel, but Nonny will be feeling a little bit sad about this because he had the chance of clearing the table on the yellow, missing the yellow ball. He played a bad blue, which gave him the wrong angle on the yellow, made it difficult to get back onto the yellow ball, onto the green.
Yanni had the chance to
He
steal
did.
the frame.
Yeah, and it will be disappointing not to win it.
Yeah. But as you mentioned, first frame, and he had to sit out for a few minutes, and Daniel made quite a good break.
If you remember, Nonny got the first opportunity.
Yeah.
He actually got the fluency first and the shots first, and he had Daniel going. Daniel wasn't hitting the ball perfect, but then all of a sudden Nonny played a bad shots, got Daniel in, and therefore frame to Daniel. This is a club called Billiardbarinn, and this is a club where I practice and I play. I love this club. I think it's an absolutely beautiful club. Anybody who wants to come to Iceland, please come and see me and say hello.
It's a very good club. 8 snooker tables. Probably 12, 16 pool table.
Something like that. Yeah.
And the quality of the tables are very high.
Red into the left hand, to the right hand corner. Maybe shot to nothing around the black. When you so for the beginners or the intermediate players that are watching this, always remember when you're playing safe, you have to control both balls. It's very, very easy to play a good safety shot, but leave a very, very easy safety shot back, or leave a shot to nothing back. So in this case, he knew where the red ball was going, he knew where the white ball was going, so there was no danger. Now this, Daniel's never looked to the pack. He doesn't know what's going to happen with the reds he's hitting, and therefore there's a very strong possibility that a red may go over the corner pocket. This is a beginner's mistake. Every time you're playing a safety shot, you should go down and have a look at the pack and see what's going to happen.
At that level, you can easily lose a frame for that mistake.
Yeah, my level, it's guaranteed you lose a mistake.
Yeah.
You lose a frame. This, at professional level, this red into the corner pocket is a give me. It's a really easy shot. So you just play this with, you should really play this with topspin and just come off the top cushion for the blue or the black. A little bit of nerves, a little bit of side introduced on the white ball, and the shot becomes very difficult. Very lucky to get away with it. Very easy safety shot back. You can either play the white ball at this end of the table, or you can put the white ball on the bottom cushion behind the yellow ball. But this is a more attacking safety shot. He's
Well, they're playing attacking snooker.
They are,
Alan.
but the way he played it, it was impossible to get on a colour. So, is it worth it just to go for 1 point?
It looks like it was a bit too
But if he's
dangerous shot for.
lucky if he's going for the green here. Oh, this is fantastic stand up.
It's a very good shot.
Very good shot. They used to call me the crazy bottle, but even I wouldn't go for shots like this.
So, question: is it possible to the left corner? No, it's a defense.
Just looking at the plant. This is
It's not like they're playing in a final, Alan. They are playing attacking snooker.
They're playing
Well, he decided to go for the red up in the bulk. More sensible shot, do you think?
this is a normal shot.
Yeah, that's a normal shot. Yeah, yeah.
Very few and far between are normal shots in this frame, in this game. Tempting to play this with a little bit of check side, but you should not. You should hit this in the middle of the white ball, nice and thin. Again, what's he doing? I mean, no offence, but this is exactly what we're going to always happen, even if he potted the ball. The white was always going to go into the middle of the pack. I don't know what he's trying to do. He's trying to intimidate his opponent, or what? I've no idea.
Probably go for the green ball.
And this will be a foul and a miss, I'm afraid. Even though as close as he got to the green. Good shot. Again, that's better, Daniel. You need to go down, have a quick look to see what's going to happen with the balls when you hit them. See, these two balls he's hitting could very easily hit one of the other balls and knock it over the corner pocket. And
Way too thick.
Yep.
That's an opportunity for Yanni.
So a little bit of nerves coming into play now. nerves are coming in now. Yanni would never normally miss a shot like that. Tends to, at this level, missing tends to be what do you call it? Addictive. Not addictive. When you pass something on to the other person.
Yeah. The both starts to miss.
Yes.
Yeah.
So one misses, the other one starts missing. Okay.
It will affect the other player.
Yes. Right. So there's a lot of open reds here. Really needs to get the black back in its spot if possible. But the pink goes, so he's got a big opportunity here. He's played that very well. Now I would think he would get the black on the spot here. Good shot. Black available to both pockets. Yes. Let's play for the red above the black spot. It's played it very, very short. Got a chance to screw into the reds off the black. It doesn't really need to because there's a lot of reds that go, but sometimes you feel more comfortable in doing this shot. So the red above the pink into the middle pocket goes. Right now he's deep screwing the white ball. A nice bit of side on the white ball. Played
Oh, that's perfect.
Very good shot.
Candy is, or Daniel is aggressive player.
Yeah. Good break builder as well.
Yeah.
So he's looked for the pink in the middle, gives him an opportunity to play for two reds. That's why he's done it. He can play for the red he's looking at now, or he can play for the red into the middle. I think with the way the reds are, the pink, I don't know if the pink spots. So obviously the pink must go on the green spot. Playing for the blue, leaving himself an angle to just run into the reds nice and gently.
With that ball potted, he opens up on more reds.
Yep. But the two reds that's left is not enough for him to win the frame. So he's going to have to take another red at least. Can you see the red in the middle of them three? Possibly into the left hand corner pocket. So he can either go from now or he can play for individual reds. Better to play for individual reds. Good shot. just leaving yourself an angle to work from the blue. Again, perfect angle. Should take the red to the right hand corner pocket this time. Perfect. And choice can either go into them, play for the blue, play for the black, or he can play for the individual red that's in the middle. That's what he's looking at now.
48 ahead, 75 on the table.
Again, fantastic angle on the black. He can do anything he wants from this angle.
Will you go for this red in the middle, or will you open it?
I would always play for the individual red
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, and he's doing that. It's not open things up.
See, you have to remember that when you go into reds, generally it's luck whether you finish on something, usually. So good players want to eliminate any kind of luck. And just that little push now makes everything available. So this is frame ball, I think. Good shot.
64 ahead, 59 on table.
So nothing to do, just screw up for the blue, past the red. Very gentle shot this. And this should give warning signs to Nonny, saying that if he makes a mistake, Daniel's going to punish him.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely has shown us that he is willing to punish for every little mistake Yanni makes.
Yeah, but Daniel's made 2 or 3 mistakes himself in this frame, and he's got away with it. He's been a little bit lucky, but now he's flowing. Now he's hitting the ball extremely well. Timing's well good as well. A bit hard. He wanted to play for the pink there. Putting the pink next to the black makes it easier to clear up. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay.
He hit it hard enough.
Hit it perfect.
Perfect, it is.
Shot. So I think century's on, yeah?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's 93 points. He's definitely on for century.
Shot. So okay.
102.
And this is why I wanted the pink near the black. 2-0. Very well played, Daniel.
Yanni hasn't had much of opportunity so far. in those two frames.
Only really to pinch the frame in the first frame. That's only
Yeah.
really easy one that he had. But because he hadn't had much table time, it was very difficult for him.
Daniel had a 147 in the tournament in 2018 in the Danish Championship.
Would you like to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
I spoke with Daniel this morning, and he says, Alan, did you know that in 2018 I stayed in a hotel in room 147, and then something else happened, and they give me a bill, and the bill was 147, and then I made a 147. But this morning, he says, I went to the cafe to have breakfast, and my number was 147. So he says, maybe today.
Yeah, we'll see. We will be delighted if we'll have 147 today.
Yeah, be nice. Yeah, Daniel's a big character.
Also known as DJ Mendoza.
Yeah, and I know him as a Candyman.
As a Candyman.
Candyman, I like the film. Yeah, probably a very, very famous DJ around the world. He is.
Daniel to break in the third frame. Early opportunity for Yanni.
Again, not much table time, so this is a little bit difficult. If he'd have had as much table time as Daniel last frame, then no problem. But this is going to be hard. It's been a little bit fortunate there, but because of the table time, he's now looking to attack, and this is a crazy shot. This is going to open every red on the table. That's unlucky. He wanted to push the cue ball through the pack to try and get on the black. And he's a left-handed player, so if he had to play the black, he would have to use the spider. This is now he's now playing opposite hand.
He's more like using a spear or something. Wow, that was
Good
well
shot.
played. Very
Yeah.
well played.
I have to remember that shot next time I'm there. He's really attacking. He's going for this red dot. When you're playing well, this is something that everybody has to learn as a snooker player. When you're playing well, you get the luck. When you're not playing as well, you tend not to get the luck. And realistically, Daniel's got away with murder then. And it's very unlucky for Nani not to get a shot on this.
And he needs to stay patient, even though
Good shot.
Daniel has been playing the better of them. But still, there are many frames to be played.
Easy for it to turn round. He's playing shot to nothing here, but if he catches it too thick, he'll touch the black. Has to be very careful here. Too thick. Very close with the black. See, Danny, he's looking at. You can see he wants to take this red onto the left-hand corner and stun across for the black. But this is, even for him, this is a really dangerous shot.
Defense is probably a sensible shot, but Yanni's going for it.
Yeah, oh, it's Yanni, sorry, yeah. Oh, yeah. No table time, this is a very small percentage shot.
But he used all his percentage. That was perfect.
That shot would have got a round of applause at the Crucible.
Now he has his chance to get some table time, and
Does he have the right angle? Yes, he has. Stay on the black.
overcut it.
Table time, everything. Different players see shots different ways. I would have played that shot off the cushion to kick the middle of the three reds out to make them both available to the right corner pocket. So he's still okay on the black, but now his next positional shot is not as easy as it should be. He can try and screw between the two reds for the left-hand red into the same pocket as the black, or he can maybe even go into the pack from this. There's many different things he can do, but this is not easy. He's tried to kick in his good shot, very good shot, but he had much easier opportunity to do that the last shot.
That was a very good shot. You can see how he plays. He has a lot of, touch and feeling in his game.
Yeah. He does a lot of the lineup exercises. The X, the cross, the Y, the lineups. He does my zigzags and all kinds of different things he does. These are all touch exercises. He does one exercise that is Ronnie O'Sullivan's favourite exercise, which is the cross zigzag, and he makes maximum only on this, and he does it often. It's a very difficult exercise. Okay, so this is now just positional play only.
Red to the right corner pocket.
Yeah, that's good. So you can run off the other red for the black and just shuffle a few reds open. Again, good angle on the black. He's got two reds into the middle pocket, so he can screw back basically where he is now. So where's he going? He's going round two angles for the same reds into the right corner pocket. A little bit short. The outside of the two reds come back for the pink. It's probably the best shot.
Or inside to the black. Depends.
No, He's going to go for the pink. But which one? That's okay. Good shot. Now, this is where everything goes, but the angle from the pink is not on the right side. He's always going to come to the left. So he might go into the reds here, very, very gently, just push into the reds. He likes a tidy white ball.
Oh, very good shot.
Wait a minute. What you complain about, Daniel? You've got easy reds into the left-hand corner pocket.
40 points ahead and
keep them going.
Yeah. Reds spread it open, so this frame should be his.
Is this in the white again? When you relax at this game, all your practice that you've been practicing comes into effect, and you just go into an automatic mode to make breaks.
You've hit all those shots many, many times, so they're kind of a routine shot.
Yeah.
Easier to leave the nerve out of it.
A little bit straight. So he's going to run off 2 cushions again for the reds into the right-hand corner pocket. Not too hard, but the frame's already over. Stun off the pink. He's pushing for the black. So this is he's left-handed. This is not easy. Stretch.
But his play is quite good.
When this frame is finished, I'll tell you, the first time I met Daniel was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And I'll explain to you after this frame. Okay, that should be frame over. So 3-0 to Daniel. And now I'll tell you a little story. I was playing for England, and it was my day off, and one of the other England guys was playing this young man from Denmark called Daniel Candy. So I was going down to support the England player. So our player went on. You have 5 minutes practice before the match, and in his 5 minutes, the England player never missed one shot. Just took every ball perfect, and it was very, very comfortable. And he walked back to his seat with a smile on his face. Daniel walked up to the table, and he had a pool cue. It was around about 12mm tip, massive tip, and it was screwed in half. You know, the old style pool cue, and he put the white ball on the put the white ball on the yellow spot, put the blue on its middle spot, its own spot. He smashed the blue into the corner pocket with the pool cue, and he arced it off 1 cushion, off 2 cushions, back into the into balk. Most amazing shot I've ever seen in my life. Turned to the referee, says, "That's enough." My player from England, his mouth was just wide open. And after that, he was terrified of playing Daniel. Yeah, just pure psychology.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
But who won the match?
The England player.
The England player, yeah.
He was very young, was Daniel then?
Yanni had the first chance in this third frame, but he missed the black and left an easy opportunity for Daniel, and he took the advantage then.
If anybody sort of looks back on shots and why they missed the shots, especially Yanni should look at this video and work out exactly what went wrong, which is correct. He will find that his head's moving a fraction before he's hitting the ball. As a coach, this is something I automatically watch for. And it's a telltale sign that people are nervous and they're not playing well.
Daniel is 38 years old from Aalborg in Denmark. Yanni, 47. Sorry, I forgot where from Finland Yanni is. Yanni played competitive snooker started playing 91. And he said to me earlier that he stopped playing competitive snooker around 95 because the snooker club in his hometown closed, and he started to play again in 2010 and has been quite active in competitive snooker since. Here we have a little guest with us, Michael from Denmark. Michael, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So, what do you think of this match so far?
Well, I think actually Daniel shows what Daniel can do. Really, just excellent break building, excellent cue ball control. He's just in full control really, and you can really also sense in the room that Yanni he's a bit shaken up by this. I don't think he expected Daniel coming out firing like he did today. So really good and solid performance from Daniel.
Yeah, there hasn't been many chances for Yanni basically to do anything, but he had a chance in the third frame that he missed, and Daniel took a full advantage, and he's been playing extremely well.
Yeah, extremely, and it is what Daniel does best. It is his break building that he has to rely on, and you can really, again, as I said, you can sense in the room that Daniel is in the zone right now. Actually, I don't think that the break suits Daniel very well at the moment. I think he wanted to play on for as long as possible, but that's how it is. And as you said, Yanni, he missed the one chance he had in the third frame, and Daniel capitalizes. He's just playing amazing right now.
Yeah, both been playing very well during the tournament so far. And Yanni had a great break yesterday, so it's there.
Yeah.
And he needs the break. The break is better for, as you mentioned, for Yanni than Daniel at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to find he needs to find some of the form he had not only yesterday but also over the course of the tournament, and also, of course, over the course of the last couple of years. But again, I think he's a bit shaken up because Daniel is playing so well. It's tricky to maintain confidence when your opponent is just putting frames on the board in one visit all the time. So maximum pressure on Yanni now.
Yeah, for sure. But great snooker that we are seeing at the moment, and for us watching, hopefully Yanni will get 1 or 2 frames on the board, so we'll have exciting few next frames.
Yeah, I can't say too much about that. I'm from Denmark, so of course,
Yeah, of course.
5-0 for me would be fine. But for the spectators, it would be great for Yanni to get a couple frames back and get some excitement to the match, because right now it's just one-way traffic.
They played each other in the final 2020. Then actually Yanni won 5-4, so that's the only time they have met in a tournament.
And I was there actually in Copenhagen. I saw the match live. It was a very different match to this one. Not so many breaks, lots of nerves, and it just seems like that this time Daniel seems a little more calm. He got his revenge over his fellow Dane Rune Kampe in the semifinal, because Rune beat Daniel in the Danish Championships not so long ago. So he got his revenge there. And Daniel was really determined that he wanted to get revenge over Yanni from the final in Copenhagen, as you mentioned, where Yanni, he won 5-4 on the final pink. So it was a really exciting match. But Daniel, he wanted to get his revenge this time.
In Denmark, how is snooker doing in Denmark at the moment?
I think snooker is doing well. We have young new prospects coming up all the time. A couple of which, or at least one of them, is here also. William Bjergård. He's a really talented young player who's also actually aiming to be a professional one day. But also we have a couple other names like Malte and Alfred, young guys. Niklas also, young guys who puts a lot of practice in. They love the game. They love traveling Denmark to play tournaments. So I think we're in a good and healthy stage also with a guy like Daniel and Rune Kampe, who really shows what it takes to get to the top level. And of course Alan Novak is one up there too. So we're doing well, I think.
It's good for the younger players to have like Daniel, as you mentioned, and Rune, for they are there to beat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Kind of.
They are there. You can sort of strive to reach their level, because when you look at how Daniel is playing today, for example, I know William, the young guy in the room, he's watching the match and he's really sitting there trying to take it all in to see what is needed from you to win a Nordic championship. So he's trying to learn as much as possible, and hopefully he will be in that position one day.
One thing surprised me, because it's a final. They've been playing quite a, offensive game.
Yeah, but it's the style of both of them, really. Both Yanni and Daniel are. Should I say something about Yanni in a state of the game where he's better than Daniel is actually when it comes to the safety and the tactical game. But when you're struggling a bit like Yanni is, sometimes it's difficult to maintain the focus on also and the patience in the safety game, because you want to get in and create something. You need to get it happening for yourself, and I think that's why we see such an aggressive game. I think Daniel is just playing like he always does, really.
Yanni's trying to create a momentum and get into the match. But anytime he's missing a ball, Daniel is punishing him very harshly. We could say.
That's a tricky situation for Yanni right now.
Little session break for the players, but we'll continue in a few minutes. Fourth frame, Yanni to break. He needs to get something going here, Michael.
Yeah, it's actually quite tricky to say right now what he has to do. You of course have to maintain a high level of safety and take his chances when they come. It sounds quite simple, but you can't really do much against Daniel when he plays like this. You just need hope. You have to hope you get your chances, and then of course capitalize.
Defense shot is probably the sensible thing at the moment for that type of shot, but will he go for it?
I don't think so. He can't play up and down the table here, but he is aggressive. You never know. Yeah.
Oh, he leaves an opening for Yanni at the moment to the right pocket.
I'm not sure it was the right shot from Daniel, really, playing that aggressive. He had a safety shot he could play. And when you're in front, 3-0 as he is at the moment, it's also about sometimes just keeping Yanni away from the table. And okay, Yanni didn't play a good shot here, but he has a chance to get going, and then he becomes dangerous.
He's not playing his best at the moment.
No.
But as we know, he can easily turn.
Often it's just one shot. One good shot like that blue. If he knocked that in, it would probably give him his confidence back, and then he could have come back to the match. But right now, I would guess Daniel is just drilling this in. Oh,
He was hammered those in earlier in the match. Rare mistake from Daniel. Yanni needs to capitalize.
and that is what the break does sometimes. We see it on the amateur stage, but also on the professional stage, when a player is just making breaks, playing well, like Daniel did. When the break comes, sometimes they get out there again, and the nerves start hitting them. They are starting to realize what they're doing, and they get out of the zone. So this is really a chance, as you say, Yanni has to capitalize on. If he can't do that, I can't see him getting back into this match, really. He needs to make a big break here.
We'll see if the black goes to its spots. If not, we'll go up to the blue spot. This makes things easier for Yanni at the moment.
Perfect. Well played. And there actually is a gap between the blue and the red over it to get up to the black, and then he could get black on its spot. Just like that.
little too hard, but shouldn't be any problem. Might be more difficult for finding a color after the red one.
Possibly he has to play into the pink and the red. Maybe he can land on the blue or some sort, but it's difficult to control, really, from here.
Well played.
Yeah.
Jan is finding his form in this frame. You can choose either to spin it for the blue one, as he does, or the black.
He will need 5 reds from here, Yanni. So he plays his positions well here. He doesn't really have to play a cannon into the 4 reds, the small pack there. He can just take the loose ones with some high value colors, and then the frame is his.
Try to leave all the luck out of it. As you mentioned, just take the open reds.
Yeah, and even the top one on the right side cushion it shouldn't really be a problem for a right-hander as Yanni. Also, as we talked about in the break, the pockets are playing quite friendly here in the club. So
Does he have an angle come down for the black to go through? Yeah. Go through well played. There are two totally different style of play for those two players.
Yeah. Oh, well played. Good shot.
Great shot.
Now maybe Yanni's effort to make a century. Oh my god.
Oh. That was a surprise.
Yeah, it was a bad miss really from Yanni. He should never miss that. Oh, he will get him. He'll get another chance.
Yeah. Or he will definitely finish this frame up now. He won't be. We can't say careless in the final, but he'll be concentrated enough to clean this up.
Yeah, especially after the red he just missed, right? That really, okay, you missed it and you're disappointed with that, but you get to the table right away, and then you of course need to sharpen your concentration to make sure you get the frame on the board, and of course he will probably do that.
$67 on the table. The difference is 67. So it's likely that Yanni is winning one frame back.
Yeah, the red was frame ball, so pulls one back here. Exciting stuff. The break actually did what we expected it to do. Changed the momentum a little bit.
Yep. Daniel looks kind of out of tune in this frame. This will give Yanni, a good for coming in the match to get one back and make it 3-1. But a rare mistake by Daniel.
Yeah, and that's really what Yanni needed, right? Daniel was playing so well before the break, so he needed Daniel to make some sort of mistake because he wasn't really able to create the chance himself the way he was playing before the break. So yeah, the perfect way for Yanni to get one back here. And you don't really settle into a match like this before you get a frame on the board. And he did that now, Yanni. So I'm expecting him to come firing within the next frames.
Yeah. But, he made a mistake, but wasn't punished in this frame. So he isn't at his best, but as you said.
Yeah, you just have to play, just have to put a little more balls than your opponent, right? Yeah. But as I said, he needed some sort of mistake from Daniel. Yeah. And he got it. And of course, the frame was on the board. It's perfect for him. Perfect beginning after the break for Yanni, really. And I don't think, of course, Daniel will be a bit disappointed that he wasn't able to capitalize on Yanni's mistake there in the middle of the frame, but he's still 3-1 up. He made a bunch of good breaks already in the match, so he should just, relax and trust that he will continue to play well, really.
Frame 5. Out of possible 9. And it's Daniel's to break.
I think he maybe just left to go to a toilet break or something, Daniel. Which is fair enough. He comes back from the break. He was a bit disappointed that they had to go for the break after 3 frames. Normally it's after 4 frames. Yeah. So he was a little bit disappointed, Daniel. I talked a little bit with him in the break. Tried to explain to him that when the break comes, no matter what, so might as well get it over with. But maybe he just had to go out, wash his hands, clear his head, maintain his focus.
Yeah, it's part of the match. There are breaks, but if he was, tuned in to have a break after 4 frames,
yeah,
might have upset him a bit. But we'll see. Might be available to the left-hand corner. And break ball furthest to the left.
This will really show his state of mind. If he pots this, Yanni, then he's back fully. Oh,
Yeah, it will be a confident booster.
Yeah, exactly.
Daniel has made quite a few impressive balls close to the cushion.
Yeah, he does again.
Great
But
putt.
he said it before the match, Daniel, that he thinks the black corner pockets are really friendly along the cushions, and I think he actually decided before the match that he was just going to take advantage of that, play aggressive, also down the cushions. And why not?
Why not?
Yeah, he's been doing well, and I don't think I've seen him miss one yet.
No,
along the cushion. So.
No. Very good opportunity for Daniel here, because there are quite a few reds in the open, and he could easily make a big break in this visit.
Yeah, and if I know Daniel correctly, he will already be thinking about the 147. That's just how he is. One red, one black. He's already locked in.
Only 14 more reds and 40 more blacks.
Exactly. I've seen it so many times also in the Danish tournaments with a chance like this. And when he comes a little bit out of position on a red to go back to the black, but maybe have to go for the blue, he gets a little bit disappointed. You can just see it on him because he wants to make 147 so bad. And he did one in the Danish championships
a
couple of years ago.
2018, I think it was.
Yeah. Only 2 players in Denmark who have made 147 in, well, let's call it match. Well, Daniels is the only one in a counting match, tournament, league match, whatever you want to call it. And Rune Kampe has made one in match practice. So, great players, those two.
You can choose to leave the cue ball either side of the black, depends on what he prefers.
And he could actually play a split here, play up to the loose red on the left or up in the center red and then pull it back against him. Then he would push the bottom red towards the corner. Catches it. Not as intended.
No.
But I think the red goes to the corner, really, to the yellow corner.
Yeah, it probably does.
And as you, if you saw his reaction there, Daniel raised his hand. And it's not because he felt a little bit out of position. It's more like he thought that he couldn't get back to the black again.
It's always more fun to watch attacking players. Or he's trying to go back for the black.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, great shot, yeah.
Back for the black again, I think. Beautiful.
Another beautiful shot.
And as I said, he wants the 147. He will die before he has to take one of the other colors. Good shot.
Six reds, 6 blacks.
Yeah, maybe to the yellow pocket. Still on.
It's still on. I can't find the next red.
I think he's going into the pack, actually. No? And what now? Red at the yellow, maybe?
Maybe availability to the middle pocket. Or
Yeah. All the way through the houses,
Yeah.
around the houses, to the black again.
around Iceland and back to the black.
Yeah. The correct shot here for me is the safety all day long. But Daniel is not that type of guy. He could play a red to the cushion. For example, the red at the yellow, play it to the left-hand cushion and just leave white at the bulk cushion. But it's not his way of rolling. Oh, maybe it is.
Well,
Kudos, Daniel, for playing the
Yeah.
right shot there.
it's the correct shot. Quite handsome lead for Daniel in this fifth frame.
Good chance for a shot to nothing here. Just the white down underneath the black up at the table. If he puts it, okay. If he doesn't, white should be safe. Oh, way too thin.
But seems to get away with it. There is opportunity to the right hand corner, but it isn't straightforward because it's a big risk. If he misses that, he will leave something on. But if he makes it, black is in a good position. This should be close to frame over of this position.
Just one shot.
It was a dangerous shot.
Yeah, it was. But actually, it seemed like that the black was covering the left side of the pack, so the obvious safety wasn't really there. So he probably just decided that it was a high risk, high reward shot he took on there, Yanni. As you said, black was in perfect position. If he puts it, then he has every chance to go and win the frame. Now he will probably lose it. He needs to find a good position here, Daniel. Not straightforward.
It's probably the red to the right hand side of the pink. He needs to have the perfect pace of the cue ball.
The red underneath the pink, maybe? Just below the pink?
Maybe.
Tricky to see from here. I think it's
Yeah.
it's the plant, maybe. Yeah. Right in the heart. Well done.
The reds are in the open and 65 ahead, 72, 75 on. One more red.
Oh, a huge kick he got there. But okay, the red went in. Frame ball, as you said. Now he just has to make sure of the black, and that will keep Yanni away from the table, I think. It would leave him needing 4 snookers. Don't think he will go for that, Yanni. So just make sure of the pot here from Daniel, and it's 4-1. Plays it at the perfect pace there, really.
Yeah,
making sure it goes in. That's he lands on a red, of course, but if he didn't, no damage done.
Only needs one more frame to secure his title.
Yeah, and 4 finals in a row for Daniel. He was...
Yeah, he lost 2018, won 2019, and lost 2020.
Wasn't it? I think he... Was it then? I think he lost the first one, right? And then he won the second one?
Yeah. He lost the first one, 2018, won 2019, lost against Yanni 2020, wasn't played 2021.
Yeah, correct. But what an amazing performance, really, or accomplishment to actually do 4 Nordic finals in a row. That shows how
high standard.
Yeah,
very high standard.
A lot of good players here, right?
Yeah,
but he is he's on a high level, Daniel, when he plays well, as we've seen today. He has tried to qualify for the Pro Tour a couple of times without any luck, which also just shows how high of a level the pros are playing on. Daniel, he went to a couple of Q schools, and I think the furthest he's got is the 3rd round, and you need to win, I think it's 7 matches to get your tour card, and he won a couple, or was it 3? I don't remember exactly, but
he is definitely an elite amateur.
Yeah, no doubt. When he plays like this, like he did today, he would be better than most professionals actually. But the problem for Daniel is that his B level or his C level is not that high, and his mental state of mind is not always that good. Concentrate on stuff like this, picks up the wide, looks at the wide and stuff like that, instead of just keeping his nose on the track and remembering what he has to do.
But to be a top professional, all that you mentioned needs to come together.
Yeah, and he knows it himself, actually. He says it himself that he's his own worst enemy. And that's probably the reason why he never went further with his snooker. Of course, it's still possible if he wants to give it another chance, but as we talked about it.
Yeah, at that age 38, it's getting more difficult.
Yeah, and we talked about the young gun William, who's in the arena also. He wants to be a professional, and Daniel also said the main difference is that William has the chance, as he's very young, to work on his mental game, because Daniel never really did, and that's what keeps him back, so to speak.
And that's not very, we can say, in competitive snooker. It's probably 10, 15 years ago, player basically play. They didn't have their, mental coaches, so this is kind of a new thing.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not just in snooker. In any sport.
Yeah, it's any you can pick any sport really. Yeah. Take golf, the mental part, as in snooker, is maybe 90% of it. Ronnie O'Sullivan have played best of 9 matches, where he's played worse than Daniel has today, but he keeps winning because his mental game is also strong, right?
He get the results.
Yeah.
So now it's Yanni definitely needs to do something.
And I think the only thing that could change this is if Daniel suddenly gets nervous, because he's playing way too well to let Carney win 4 frames in a row here. It's simply not possible, if you ask me, the way Daniel's playing. But he has done it before, Daniel. He has, gotten nervous and started thinking too much about other stuff. Then the opponent comes back.
We'll see in the next few minutes. Defense here by Yanni.
Way too thin here from Daniel. He needs a little bit of luck to not leave a red on. I don't think he does.
Maybe a gap to this red to the right corner closest to the pocket.
Oh, wow. Calling all pockets.
Yeah. Again, it's opening for Yanni.
And black was actually not available before that shot, right? Now it seems like it's available for the right corner pocket, so it really opened up the table for Yanni here, and normally you would expect him to make a big break on a table like this. Perfect on the blue, just on the right side. And if you pick the reds in the right order here, everything is just out in the open.
Well, it's a great opportunity to get another frame on the board. And so the pace is probably not those twos are available to the right corner pocket. Go back to up to the blue.
I think we have a little fuss around the scoreboard, but he should be on 13 points right now. 18 with the blue. If I'm not mistaken. I think it's 3 reds, 3 blues after this one.
Perfect angle to open up the black to both pockets.
Oh, he missed it. My God.
This is the second in consecutive frames that we are kind of an easy pot.
Yeah, and it was pretty much the same shot both times, right? I'm not sure if what's happening with him. There is a plant on here for Daniel to come in. Which just drops. And this is the chance for Daniel to close out the match.
Everything's in the open, and it looks like a practice table. The balls are all over, and
Yeah, you can't really. I think he's going to the green corner here. It's risky. Perfect. Good shot. And if he can hold his nerves here, he should, as I said before, he should close it out. If we look at how he played so far in the match, this should be like picking sweets from a child, really, for Daniel. Oh,
he also missed.
maybe the nerves start to kick in a little bit.
Drama.
Yeah.
Yanni needs to stay focused because it seems like those fairly easy miss, they are kind of out of not concentrating enough, because it should be a straightforward pot that he has been missing.
Yeah, it's been some weird misses from Yanni. Nothing you would ever expect him to do. But it just shows what the situation can do to you when your opponent is playing well in a final like this. You're 4-1 down. Everything is missable, really, because the pressure is on. You know that if you miss, you are likely to lose the match, and then it's difficult.
We're getting the score sheet corrected. Black, 2 reds to secure the frame. Red and the color to secure the frame. I think Yanni probably be surprised to get another chance in this frame.
Yeah, of course, a little bit. I don't think he expected Daniel to miss. When you leave the table from a chance like that, and you just leave Daniel straight in amongst the balls, you get the feeling that you will lose the match from there. And of course, it doesn't always happen, and therefore you need to maintain ready when you're in your chair. Maintain your mental sharpness, and it looks like that Yanni actually was able to do that, because it took him 2 chances, but in the end he got the frame on the board, and that's what counts. Of course, now Daniel will feel a little bit more pressure, since getting to 4-1, you want to do it as quickly as possible, get to the 5 frames, but now he needs to play another one.
through here for Yanni.
A really quick match actually, because if you know it's 6 frames now. We had a 15-minute
Yeah.
break, so it's pretty much a frame per 15 minutes. That's a very very quick firing match.
It is. For two, and Daniel probably feel he did let that opportunity to go to wrap it up. But as you mentioned, it will be interesting to see what will happen. Will this get into Daniel's nerve?
Could do. As I said before, he is sometimes his worst enemy. So he needs to be calm. Really, Daniel. He's playing far too well to lose this match. He really does. So if he just keeps patient and yeah, keep concentrated. Don't try to putt something that is try to force it. Just play the correct shot at the correct time and take the chance when it comes, because Yanni is leaving chances.
Yeah.
So he will get the opportunities. Daniel. He just needs to be patient, and then of course punish when he get in. But I see no reason why he shouldn't do that. And he has been making so big breaks during this final.
Frame 7.
Another little tester here for Yanni to boost his confidence. Yeah, great shot.
Very good shot.
And Yanni, of course, has to rely on his experience throughout his snooker career. He has been practice partner with Robin Hull for many years. And as the snooker connoisseur will know, then Robin Hull was very, very high on the world rankings. And yeah, Yanni have tried this before. He's probably played matches with Robin Hull where Robin Hull made 5 centuries in a row.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me. So he needs to lean on those experiences to come back in this match.
And it is a valuable experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. When you play with players on a high level, it makes you play on a high level. As simple as that. It can actually happen during matches also. The better your opponent is playing, the better you are playing. And if the opponent is playing poorly, then you start playing poorly. Sometimes that happens. or reds or blacks.
Again, he misses a red that I would think should be fairly easy for Yanni.
Yeah, I agree totally. But he's just not playing his best, is he?
No.
And I get the feeling he's just not playing well enough in general to beat Daniel today. What it is, I don't know, but I actually also followed Yanni throughout the tournament a little bit, but honestly, he played a lot better in Copenhagen when he won. He made more big breaks. He was better on the safety. He pretty much never missed the easy pots. So maybe not in his best form, really, the guy from Finland.
Big opportunity for Daniel to take this title home.
And I guess the score must be 32-6 in Yanni's favor. A little fuss around the scoreboard again, but should go into the reds here. Just actually a couple ways to play it. You can just stun up to the left red in the pack there and try and land on the bottom one, but you can also play the deep screw shot if you want to.
And really open them up.
Yeah, but there are a lot of opportunities here, really. He can play for a loose red if he wants to. He can also leave himself low on the bottom red and split from the red ball. Lots of options for Daniel here. Great chance. Goes with the deep screw and it's perfect.
That's perfect. Open up all the reds and great opportunity to win this frame.
And I guess the score now is 14 points for Daniel, 32 for Yanni. The red on the left-hand side cushion will not really come into play. Daniel can secure the frame only by potting loose reds. So this should be the chance. Only a matter of holding his nerves now.
Needs to get the cue ball after the next caller to the right hand side of the table, right hand side of the pin. That opens everything's up.
Ooh. Yeah, the nerves.
Yes. Not happy with this shot, at least.
And I think it's just, as I said before, I think it's a matter of nerves, because when you play a shot like that, he has to punch the red in the middle. If you don't get through the cue ball enough, then you leave yourself way short here. And it's just because your arm tightens up a little bit when you get nervous. But as Daniel always do, he goes for the long blue. Oh, great shot.
Oh, what a great shot. Now he's in a perfect place to clean this up.
Yes, I think he's on 28 points.
28, yes.
Yeah. So 4 points behind. And this is just really a practice session for Daniel on this table because he plays a lot of X lineups, it's called. And in the X lineup, you really need to be pretty much perfect around the black with your cue ball to be able to make 147 as he always does on the X lineup. So it should, yeah, as I said before, it's just about nerves now. Can he hold himself together? Comes a bit far.
A little bit straight.
I think he should just play 2 cushions and then take the red just on top of the black to the right middle. But I think he's going with the deep screw with a lot of side to get the white to travel up towards the blue from the cushion. Tricky shot this. And the side. Oh, it's perfect.
That's perfect. Oh, what a great shot. That shows a great touch and self-belief
Yeah.
to make this decision to go for that shot. Now he can choose whatever he wants. He wants to be on the right side or the left side.
I'm not completely sure what the score is, but I think he will need all the 3 remaining loose reds at least below the pink. That would be my guess. Perfect angle again on the black.
Probably a little back screw. Take the next red to the left hand black pocket.
It's not easy when it's to win a match and a championship. You always seem to run a little bit out of position. Oh, he missed it. Wow.
We go for the middle pocket here, Yanni. Oh, he misses. He misses also, so opportunity for Daniel again.
And Daniel is 28 points ahead. The score is 60 to 38 for Daniel. Which means that red, color red, and he's the champ.
Well, he can go for the pink, try to open up the red, the left-hand cushion, or just play for it.
And now he's 35 ahead. which means that the red will bring him 36 ahead with 35 remaining. Come on, Daniel. Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, one snooker required.
Oh, he left it on, I think. This is potable. And it should be more than enough, just with the red.
Can be difficult to step over the line. Yanni is still in it. It's one snooker.
And can you imagine how much it would hurt, Daniel, if
Wow, that would
if,
be,
if Yanni would win this frame?
yeah, that would be a game changer.
Yeah.
But Yanni hasn't played good enough
No,
in this final.
no. I think that's only fair to say, and I think actually he will say the same if you ask him. He hasn't capitalized enough on his chances. And of course, we have to also give some credit on that note to Daniel because, breaks of 45, 104, and 79 in the first three frames.
Yeah.
And actually, he made a 60 break in this frame.
Yeah.
Then you deserve the trophy.
Yeah. For sure.
But this is actually a chance for Yanni. So maybe get a snooker here.
Sorry about the score. We lost the connection with Q score, so having a little technical difficulties with the score, but we will keep you updated.
Yeah, the score is 68-32 for Daniel, right? So it's one snooker required. Oh, that was a poor shot.
Yeah. This could be Yanni's final shot in this tournament.
Good shot.
Yes. That probably secure it's a win.
And I think I will leave you. I will go down and celebrate my comrade from Denmark.
Yeah, Michael, thank you. Thank you for stepping in with me and was enjoy.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, really. Thanks for having me. Cheers. Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
Daniel finish up this 7th frame. Daniel won all his matches in round robin, and Here is the champion, Daniel Kandi, 38 years old, from Aalborg, Denmark. Defeated Jan Kananen from Finland, 5-2. This is kind of a rematch since 2020 when Jani Kananen beat Daniel Kandi in the Nordic Championship final 5-4. But this time it was Daniel revenge. Great snooker we've seen this week here in Iceland in the Nordic Championship. We just come to an end to this live broadcast from the final of 2022 Nordic Championship. Over and out from Iceland.